was out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I was excited just to put a song on in the film, you know.
Yeah.
And I was excited because I got to work with Zoya creatively, figuring out, you know, यहाँ पे lyric थोड़ा tweak करना है, ऐसे करना है. Promotions was a different thing every day.
You get to be Dot.
I get to be Dot. And the fun part was they put you in a different outfit every day. In fact, because my character is a hairdresser, I was always asking questions like, okay, so how does this work? How do you do this? And of course, in the 60s, hairdressing was so different to how it is now. So long hair and makeup time, which always pushes our because she has a lot of things going on in her hair.
Yeah, Veronica's
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. Today I'm in conversation with the cutest Dot.
Hi.
So nice to meet you.
You as well. Thank you.
I have to say, I really liked you in Archie's. You know, I have to start off with the fact that the character where she stands up for herself a lot and wherever it's required, is Dot also that person?
I think Dot tries to be that person, but I don't know if I'm as good as Ethel at that. It's something I have to learn from the character, I guess. Yeah.
You know, I was watching Zoya Akhtar's interview and she said that I actually met Dot for her music. But when I was talking to her, I couldn't think of anything else and I was like, she's Ethel. When you obviously met her for music and then later when this entire acting gig happened, did you kind of be like, okay, wait, I did not think this for myself?
Absolutely, yeah. It was out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I was excited just to put a song on in the film, you know.
Yeah.
And I was excited because I got to work with Zoya creatively, figuring out, you know, यहाँ पे lyric थोड़ा tweak करना है, ऐसे करना है. But when she approached me for the acting, like in that Zoom call itself, it was like, oh my gosh, really, is this gonna happen? And then I did the audition, and I really didn't think it would happen, you know. But I got the part, and then I flew to Bombay.
Tell me the details. How was it? Like when you got the part, when even the audition call actually came your way, you must be like, okay, wait, what?
No, it wasn't an audition call. So we were literally on Zoom talking about Asymmetrical, me and Zoya, and Ankur Tiwari, who does the music for Archie's. And we were discussing the lyrics.
Yeah.
And during that call, Zoya was like, do you act? Will you audition? So I was like, okay, I'll try. You know, I only acted in school plays before that. So I called my mom. My mom's in theatre, so she gave me some advice, like read the script 1,000 times. Make sure you really rehearse a lot before coming on board. And then I had 3 rounds of auditions. It was all through Zoom because, you know, obviously I was in the UK at the time. I remember I had this toilet roll and like some piece of tissue or something. I was using it as like props, as though it's like hair and a comb, because that was the scene I had to audition on. So yeah, and I got through and I couldn't believe it. I was like, my life direction has completely changed.
Changed. And you know, because you've always spoken about your love for music and your love for singing, but there's also acting and it's so glamorous also. There are a lot of perks that comes with both the industries. Was there ever a thought that, you know, you don't want the acting to kind of overpower your music career because you want to balance between
Absolutely. Music is my first love, and the thing is, I don't think no matter what comes in my life, I'll ever really not be doing music. Music is always a part of me, whether or not it's public or private, you know. With acting, I think because it's so new right now, I'm just excited about it. So I'm trying not to let everything distract me. I'm just trying to enjoy it and
take one day at a time.
And because it's a musical, Archie's, it was easy to balance both, because on set there were so many instruments and things, so you never felt like you were out of touch. I wrote a lot of music while we were traveling and while we were on set, so that was lucky for me that it was musical.
Even the promotional plan was, you know, went on for a while. Did you guys enjoy that?
Honestly, I thought I wouldn't enjoy it, but I ended up really enjoying it. And you know why?
Why?
Because every time you do, when you're filming, you always wear the character's clothes and it's a similar kind of set. And of course, that's super exciting in its own way, but it's a long period that you're doing that. But promotions was a different thing every day.
You get to be Dot.
I get to be Dot. And the fun part was they put you in a different outfit every day. And the thing about that is, see, like I don't know much about fashion, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think when you put new clothes on that you maybe wouldn't have chosen for yourself, right? Because it's the whole thing is a creative process. You work with a stylist and whatever. But I felt like I was slipping into a new character each time, you know? And I think that also got me excited about what other roles I could be playing, because, you know, I feel like you start to embody the skin of what you're wearing a little bit. So that got me into promotions, and I started to really enjoy them because we were just playing games and having fun and going to colleges, and so I really enjoyed that.
That means you're really going to enjoy playing different characters.
I really think I will. Yeah, I hope that happens. Yeah.
One super interesting thing that caught my eye while I was watching the film is your hairstyle, especially the curve that your your hair took, or the way it was styled. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, was there like a lot of hair trials for your character?
Yeah, for everybody.
And how did they select that one?
So basically, Avan contractor who did the hair for Archie's, along with Diane and Crystal and other people who worked on my hair specifically, they have a really tough job because before the film starts, they have to kind of visualize everything creatively and practically before the film even starts. And Avan wanted my hair to look quite comic booky in a way, but still natural.
Yeah.
So she came up with this, and we tried different lengths, and of the fringe also different lengths. In the end she settled with that one. I really enjoyed it. Gravity defying hair that she did for me.
Yeah, because I think hair was the most important part about your character, especially.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is unique. Where is this coming from?
Yeah.
What was your reaction the first time you saw, okay, this is going to be your hairdo?
I loved it. I mean, it takes, see, I'm not one of those people who gets very, fussy. I like experimenting, and I like changing my look from short hair to long hair to whatever. So for me, it was just fun and it's actually fun to watch the hair designers work, because Avan has such an eye and such care, and every person who worked on the set, the level of detail that they worked with was beyond.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And in fact, because my character is a hairdresser, I was always asking questions like, okay, so how does this work? How do you do this? And of course, in the 60s, hairdressing was so different to how it is now. So they did train me. Yeah. The whole hair team helped me, how do you put in rollers and how do you, I don't know how it comes across on screen, but I was learning how to do.
Could you do hair now? Like, could you do it better than before?
Maybe a little better, but it's very difficult.
It is.
It's harder than you would think,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to learn as much as I did learn.
You know what I feel is extremely unique about you, starting with your name, and also your music has a niche, and also the kind of personality that you are has a niche. This ever come in your head that you're entering a space that is Bollywood and the Hindi film industry, and whether people will be able to resonate with the kind of music you create or the kind of projects you opt for? Has that ever been a thought?
I always think that if you're doing work to please somebody, you've already missed a step, right? I think the most important thing is for you to enjoy what you're doing and to do good work that means something to you. Inevitably, that's going to connect with someone. I don't need to connect with everybody. If I happen to connect with everybody, great. My mom always says you can please some of the people all of the time. You can please all of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time, right? So all you can do is put your 100% in everything that you do.
Talking about exciting work, by the time this interview is out, your album will be
out.
I'm sure you're very excited for it, but I have to say, Dot, that I saw somewhere where you spoke about how you want your old music to kind of relaunch because you wanted to reach a wider audience, and not a lot of people, after getting a platform, want to revive what they've already created. They want to create something new and with advanced technology, but I really like the fact that you want to do something raw and you want to keep that rawness continued.
Yeah, I mean, it is very nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And for many years, I've resisted putting up my old music on Spotify and all that and people have asked me to do that. Because like you said, as an artist, you always want to move forward. And I do write a lot of music, and I have a lot of music, so I want to put new things out. I'm also working on a lot of new stuff.
Wow.
But I just thought Practice Rooms album, which is coming out on 20th December, I just thought it was a good time to put it out now because number one, Archie's itself is so nostalgic and raw and honest that I thought it kind of fits the whole, what these last 2 years have been about. And Zoya discovered Asymmetrical off of that. It wasn't an album then, but off of those YouTube videos. So that felt like the right thing. And also, now I feel like my audience is widening and changing.
Right.
And I wanted to do something to just honor the people who have been listening to me all this time.
What's the tricky part is जब आप कुछ पुराना अपना ही देखते हो ना, you suddenly find it cringy after you see it for 2 years.
Oh my god, I cannot tell you, I really find, because those recordings, they have mistakes. My voice is like changed so much since then, I'm a much more advanced singer than I was
100%.
back then. And not that I'm so crazy good or anything, just, you
you
improve
get better.
over the years.
Yeah.
And the quality is not great. It's not from a studio, it's from a Motorola phone in a practice room. So there's a lot of noise and all those things. But you also, as an artist, have to, as much as you cringe about things, the thing is, you just have to keep putting it out. You have to keep putting your music out, even if you're not, 100% with everything that you do.
What's the vibe like at this moment after the release amongst all of you all?
So I think we are all just like checking in with each other to make sure we're all fine, because you know what it is? It's like graduation. It's like we've been in school together and now we're graduating. And I actually met Yuvraj a couple of days back. And when I saw him, I was like, we were at some event, and when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, Yuvraj, I need to hold your hand because I missed you so much, and you don't realize it when you're home, but you feel a bit lonely.
Before I let you go, quick rapid fire that we're going to play. So if you could exchange your role with one of the other Archie's characters, who would it be and why?
I would actually say Dilton, who is Yuvraj.
Okay, why?
I am a nerd, so I'd like to play a nerd.
Yeah, Dilton was great, though. Yuvraj was amazing. Best and worst part about acting and singing? Like the industry, not the hobby.
I think the best part is for both of them that you get to exercise a creative muscle, you get to push your boundaries a little bit. And the worst part is probably the call times.
5 a.m.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, a director you want to work with?
Karan Johar.
Okay, an actor you want to work with? Or an actress? Alia Bhatt.
Yeah.
What is your Archie's WhatsApp group called?
It's very boring. It's just called Archie.
Oh, it's called Archie. And that's your informal group.
Yes.
Oh. If you would want to sing for an actress in the future, which actress would it be?
Myself.
Oh. Someone from the industry.
I don't know. Maybe Deepika.
Yeah. Okay, one thing you love, hate and tolerate about Khushi Kapoor.
I love that she is incredibly empathetic and sweet. I honestly don't hate anything. Okay. And tolerate, what do I even tolerate? She's so lovely.
Okay, love, hate and tolerate about Vedant.
I love that he's a good conversation haver. It's very easy to have conversations with him. Listen, you can't ask hate because I don't hate anything.
Okay, love and tolerate.
When he gets very tired, he gets he adopts a different personality, which is very irritating.
There's this constant chatter about Vedant looking like Ranveer Singh. Did you all foresee it while shooting?
No.
Never?
No, I don't know. Maybe someone did, but we just were seeing each other as each other. We've not seen each other on screen like that.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Different. One thing you love and tolerate about Suhana?
I love that she's such a go-getter and she's always excited to try new things. Her long hair and makeup time, which always pushes our because she has a lot of things going on in her hair.
Veronica's this thing. Sweetest text you received after Archie's?
I think honestly, they've a lot of them in the same vein, basically saying that so proud of you and love you so much for my family and my friends. I don't know if there's anything specific.
Lastly, one thing you miss about Agastya, Mihir, and Yuvraj now that you all are not spending every day together?
I just miss the games. We used to play a lot of fun games, and I miss the light, happy camaraderie that we.
What games were these?
All kinds of games. We played Taboo. We played Damsharads. We played some version of Kho. We played basketball. We played everything under the sun. We played.
Like board games.
Board games, yeah. We used to go to Agastya's house and play board games. So that was quite special. Yeah.
I feel like today we need board games in the digital age. They were like so much fun. All the very best for your album, and we wish you all the very best for everything that you're doing in the future. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.